Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So, it finally happened. Christian Wood signed with the Lakers, 2-year deal with a player option. So, the second year is a player option, from what I understand. This is such a boomer bust move for the Lakers. There's not a lot of risk here involved with Christian Wood. They didn't pay him a whole lot of money. I think it's like $7 million a year. But the fact of the matter is, this feels like Christian Wood's last chance. I don't know how true it really is. But the fact of the matter is, the idea that it took so long for a team to sign him, it's concerning, because Christian Wood is a solid offensive player. The dude, if we're being honest, he's got a bag similar to Anthony Davis. This dude can step out and shoot the three. He shows flashes of a mid-range jump shot. He has these acrobatic finishes around the rim that it's for a big man, that's something that not a lot of people in the league can do. But defensively, he's not that good. He's a very overrated defender. I can't even say overrated defender. It's people look at him and say, oh, well, he averages a block and a steal a game, so he's a good defender. He's not really a good defender. He tends to shoot the ball whenever he gets the opportunity to. He reminds me of Will Barton. Will Barton's a guy that's every time he touches the fucking ball, he feels he needs to shoot it. And that's how I feel about Christian Wood. I feel the same way, but Christian Wood is actually a really, really good offensive player. But the problem is, he's also kind of a basket case. Now, to be fair, okay, Christian Wood did have a record low technical fouls this past season. In years prior, the dude was always getting technical fouls. This past year, I think he only got one, if I'm correct. I could be wrong about that, don't quote me. But I do know he's gotten a lot better on the court as far as getting technical fouls go. And for that reason, I feel that's a reason the Lakers took a swing on this, is because he used to be a guy that was getting a shit ton of technical fouls every year. And he tends to be a guy who thinks he's better than he is. With Dallas, he thought he should have been a starter. You could argue maybe he should have been a starter. It's just the idea, there's so many red flags about Christian Wood that, I kind of understand why teams were not knocking down his door to come, have him come play for them. It seems like every team he's played for, nobody's made a real effort to bring him back. He played for the Bucks, played for the Rockets, played for the the Pistons. I think he even played for the Pelicans at some point. He just played for Dallas, and nobody's made an effort to bring him back. Especially in Detroit. Okay, the dude averaged 20 points per game as a young guy for Detroit, and they were nah, we're good, bro. You can go. So the idea that even Detroit, when he was averaging 20 points per game, was nah, bro, we're good, is kind of it's a red flag. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Now, I will say this: I don't think Christian Wood's going to start. If I'm taking a guess at anyone on the Lakers roster, I understand they just played Rui Hachimura, or they paid Rui Hachimura, not played, but I feel their starting power forward could be Rui Hachimura, but if they also want some explosiveness off the bench, they could bring Rui Hachimura off the bench with Christian Wood and Gabe Vincent. And I don't know if Austin Reeves is going to start. I would assume so. But I think they also have Cam Reddish. So it's they have Jackson Hayes. The Lakers are loading up on big men, and the last time that they won a championship, they loaded up on big men. They had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis. Now they have Anthony Davis, Jackson Hayes, and Christian Wood. And that's not a bad front court. You got Jared Vanderbilt, who is a great defensive player, a great rebounder, but the dude sucks ass on offense. So having Christian Wood on your roster at least makes up for that. You know what I'm saying? You could even have Vando out there with Christian Wood, and it's not really the end of the world. But the fact of the matter is, we're going to see some sets, I think, with Anthony Davis and Christian Wood on the floor at the same time, which could be interesting. Anthony Davis is a good passer. I think we're going to see a lot of LeBron and Christian Wood, because I feel Christian Wood fits what LeBron does very well as a stretch big. Christian Wood's a very capable three-point shooter. So I like the move for the Lakers, and you know what? For once in Christian Wood's life, like I feel like this is going to be a real last chance opportunity because he's playing with LeBron and Anthony Davis now, and they, you know, D'Angelo Russell's still there. They have Jared Vanderbilt. They have Rui Hachimura. They just brought in Cam Reddish and Jackson Hayes. They brought in Gabe Vincent. Austin Reeves came back. Like they're kind of loaded. Like I'm just going to call it what it is. Like the Lakers are kind of loaded. They went to the Western Conference Finals last year, and they only got better. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lakers are a serious threat to go to the finals again this year. And LeBron's like, you know, you're in the last 2 years of LeBron's career here, I think. I think we're like by 2025, I think LeBron's going to consider hanging it up. And I look at this, man, and I think to myself, there's not a cold chance in hell LeBron or Anthony Davis is going to let Christian Wood fuck this up. There is rumors that Christian Wood is a locker room problem, and I have to kind of believe that because, like I said, teams have made no effort to bring him back. But if this goes well for the Lakers, it could go really well. You know what I'm saying? Like, Christian Wood is a great offensive player, and being that, you know, the Lakers have LeBron on their team and Anthony Davis, I feel like, you know, I think isn't Darvin Ham still their head coach? Like, I'm pretty positive they're going to make some type of emphasis on defense. And Christian Wood's the type of guy that, like, thinks he's better than he is. And I just don't think LeBron or Darvin Ham or even Anthony Davis or anybody on that roster is going to let Christian Wood just come in and fuck things up. Because I'm just going to keep it a buck, man. If Christian Wood wants to create problems in the locker room, if LeBron wants you gone, man, you're going to be fucking gone. We've seen that. That has always been the case with LeBron James-led teams, all right? If you're not working out, all right, or you're causing problems, like, you're going to be gone. And Christian Wood is no exception. This is Christian Wood's last chance to win a ring, show the rest of the league that he can be a starter level player, because I think he has the potential to be a starter. I know that may be an unpopular opinion. To some people, he maybe already is a starter, and I understand why people hold that sentiment. But it's just the idea, he hasn't really shown anybody why he should be a starter. He's a guy that takes a lot of shots. Yeah, his efficiency numbers are all right, but it's just the idea he's a guy that believes he's better than he is. He has a locker room problem. He's kind of a basket case. You have the technical foul problems on the court every once in a while, which, like I said, this past season, he only, I think, got one technical foul, which is an improvement. But it's just the idea, like, he still thinks he's better than he is. And the idea that the Dallas Mavericks made no attempt to bring him back is kind of it's concerning as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does Dallas have no interest in bringing him back? You know, they did get Kyrie Irving and to make up for the offensive stuff that, you know, it's like, yeah, you have Christian Wood for offense, but you don't really need him now that you have Kyrie. So it just, to me, it seems a little weird that, like I said, every team he's ever been on just doesn't want to bring him back. So hopefully this humbles him a little bit. Like, you're playing with potential GOAT, okay? Like, you're playing with, like, some people's GOAT if you were born in, you know, after 2000. But it's just the idea. I think this could go well. If Christian Wood just buys in, like, all Christian Wood has to do is sit down, shut the fuck up, be seen, not heard, do your job, and he'll get a job someplace else. But if he comes in and wants to be the starting power forward or starting center with or next to Anthony Davis, okay, he's going to cause problems. So he's a guy that has to come in. If you're going to come off the bench, just accept your fucking role of coming off the bench. This is your one chance to win a championship. Don't fuck it up. That's all I'm saying. If you're Christian Wood, don't fuck it up, because this is probably going to be the only chance you get. And if you fuck this up, it is going to be the only chance you get. So sit down, shut the fuck up, be seen, not heard, and let GOAT James do his fucking thing. Let Anthony Davis do his fucking thing. Just be a team player. That's all they're asking you to do, is just be a team player. Go out there, shoot 3-pointers, and shut the fuck up. Because that's probably what he's going to be relegated to do. The guy's maybe going to get 15 to 20 minutes a game, and they're going to ask him to go out there, stand in the fucking corner, and shoot threes next to Anthony Davis and Braun. That's what they're going to ask him to do. Or shoot threes next to Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent. So if that's all they're asking you to do, sit down, shut the fuck up and do your job. So, anyway, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Like, helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. And I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.